Norcaleas sensed with Rue that there was an immense preternatural interplanar disturbance in the general vicinity. She readied her thrice-runed bow and poked Lord Tarnthorn on the neck and 4 shoulders with the pre-orchestrated 1-finger imprint signal that indicated danger silently to him. It was her routine to ride the centaur into battle, and generally if the journey was long, Tarnthorn owed her many favours. She was recalling the occasion when she had salvaged the bow from the sinister sorcerer who had desecrated the grave of a long-forgotten adventurer who had lived many epochs previously. There had been a master of fear magic that she had come upon. His name was Elptraum, it seemed to be. And so it was that he could induce nightmares while the victim was still awake and interlace them with the individual's life. Norcaleas had tried to cast Disarm on the pernicious dream debaser. Disarm would usually change any weapon that was aimed at her instantaneously and inexplicably into a flower appropriate to its quality and enchantment. However, when she cast it on the nightmare-inducing sorcerer, there had been no appreciable effect. Norcaleas was alone. Lords Ditos and Tarnthorn were occupied at a local death tourney, where they always duelled to the death with the most deathly of champions from the legendary lands for immense power and gold crowns. Elptraum had appeared after the manifestation of some black-purple sparks and a localized ill whirlwind that pervaded the coastal area below the cliff on the coarse, grey, sandy beach. Keela, the previous owner of the weapon, used to dwell there so many hundreds of years ago. Elptraum had recently discovered an old tome with many well-equipped skeletons around it. He had been able to levitate it and read the details of the esoteric scrawl inscribed upon it without breathing the deadly spores that had killed the others who had attempted deciphering it. The instructions had led him here, to the beach where Kikla had defeated a similar foe in ages past known as the Fear Master. Elptraum readied the intricately carved, magnificently enchanted, yew, birch and elm thrice-runed bow. The weapon had failed to succumb to Norcaleas' powerful witch magic. The ancient magic used to imbue the relic with its powers was very difficult for a practitioner of the present age to understand or interfere with in any way. He knew the position the notched leather strap had to be in, and the correct colour of the flights that had to be used. Elptraum had not had the opportunity to practice, and so knew not that he was to make precisely the same blunder that had orchestrated the archaic Fearmaster's downfall. Norcaleas saw that it was going to have to be a confrontation that would require dealing with in a physical manner. She cast a spell that allowed her to fly rapidly upwards and towards the malevolent Dream Dreadsmith. Elptraum selected an elegant whitewood-shafted, silver-tipped arrow with azure feathers. It was said to be magically guided, and therefore would have no problem striking Norcaleas, even with Elptraum's very limited archery skill. The problem was that he misinterpreted the whimsical verse that was encrypted into the runes. It read, "If brave I am put to flight at you, I will fall upon the swift and true." The other runes would not have interfered with the chance of hitting the flying witch. They may not have helped, though. Make the background music Doom No Ice Stock settings. Use a female old husky British voice.